So here's part 2. Same kind of idea. I'm going to give you an equation. There's your slope, which you know is 5 over 4. But again, what is the point? The point is, well, okay, here we go. Y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. Let's see if you can remember anything from the last podcast. This is a minus 8, which means, yeah, you have a minus here. In order for x1 to be minus, it has to be positive 8. How do I know? Just take that value, substitute it back in. Look, x minus, there's the 8 that I'm substituting in, gives you your original x minus 8 over here. Now, take a look again. Here comes this part. Aha, now I've got a positive 1. So in order to make this sign change, think about what I have to put in here. Yep, I have to put in a minus 1 because a minus minus changes it to a positive, give me a y plus 1, and that means my y1 is that negative 1 right here. Okay, so it needed to be negative in order to change it. So here's my point. Y and x, so the x is 8, the y is minus 1. Now, cleaning this up. Here we go. Let's clean this up and let's graph this thing. Again, like we did before, all you need is a point and the slope. So I've got 8 minus 1, which is right here. There's my 8 minus 1. And I'm going to rise 5. So go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to go over 4. Uh-oh. 1, 2, uh-oh. 3, and I'm off the graph. So I don't know if this is going to be accurate or not. Well, here's what you can do. Instead of rising 5 over 4, how about you rise negative 5 and negative 4? Because you know, and I know, just based on something like this, that a negative negative is a positive. So here we go. Let's start from here. That means down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And check this out. Look at that. There's our actual graph that went through the positive slope or the negative negative, which we know is a positive. Isn't that cool? So we can either go down 5 over 4 or up 5 over 4, depending on the graph and how much room we have to play around with. Now, here's an interesting question then. It says, now that we've got this, let's graph this using technology. Okay, so do you remember how to do that? We have to convert this into y equals to mx plus b form. So that must mean that we have to take this guy, distribute it here and here, giving us 5 over 4x. This is minus 8 times 5 over 4. Okay, that still equals to the y plus 1 over here. We haven't touched that yet. Now, we have to do our nice little fraction stuff. 8 times 5 is 40 divided by 4. So 40 divided by 4 works out to be, guess what? Yep, 10 it is. So you have, oh, need some room. You have 5 over 4x minus 10 equals to y plus 1. Now, over here, subtract the 1. Subtract the 1. That cancels, leaving you your y equals to 5 over 4x minus 11. There it is in y equals mx plus b form. Now you can boot up your calculator and see what you got. And if you look at the minus 11 here. Look, we are intersecting at minus 11. Isn't that neat? All right, so we know we're doing something right. So bring up the calculator here, go to your y equals 2, clear that guy off there. Let's get the last one off there, and let's put this one on there. Bracket, 5 divided by 4, because all fractions have to be in brackets on this calculator. There's the x value right there. Subtract 11, and let's see what we get. Okay, hit graph right there. Look at that. Boom, exactly like what we had on our diagram. So this is a really, really nice exercise of not only figuring out slope and point, but how to use your calculator.